beautiful. If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now, my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything has gone fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pickacard reading. And today's pickacard reading was a suggestion of one of you guys, so thank you very much for that, my dear. And it's all about your future spouse. To be more specific, your favorite trait of them. So, this is probably gonna be a short reading because I just want to focus on one single trait. To be more specific, the most favorite trait of yours regarding your future spouse. And I really think it's a great idea because let's just take this one thing out that, yeah, for you is very special about them, or something that you see them doing or that you see within them that is just the most precious to you. So, my dear, as always, I have 3 pals that you can choose from. And today I have only cards, no crystals. Let me zoom a little bit in. So, this is pal 1 with the Chariot card. This is pal 2 with the Sun card. And this is pal 3 with the 9 of Wands. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video. Or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what is your favorite trait of your future spouse? Let's start straight away. So as I already said in the introduction, my dear, I'm only going to focus on one single trait that in your eyes is, maybe the most precious, or just the favorite thing, you may see in your future spouse, a trait, maybe something they do, some kind of characteristics. And I think it's a really fun idea. Let's see. All right, so the first card we have is the 9 of Pentacles. The Tower. The King of Pentacles. All right. One card fell, and we have the Star card. Seven of Cups. Oh my goodness. We have the Hermit. The 8 of Swords, and let's get you guys one last card. And we have the Justice card. So let's see, for my beautiful pile 1, what is your favorite trait or characteristic, or just generally speaking, what is one of the most important or one of the most beautiful things for you when it comes to your future spouse? Now, this is very, very interesting. It's very straight to the point. So what I'm seeing here regarding what's the most beautiful trait when it comes to your future spouse for you is their hardworking nature. Your future spouse is someone who has, I feel like, achieved already a lot of worldly or material success or some kind of security. They may have even have some kind of status, but when we talk about their career, they have definitely achieved a certain goal in their life. And I feel like the reason also why this is like one of the most beautiful traits that you see in your future spouse, their hardworking nature, is because you know that your future spouse has worked so hard for that, you know? Like wherever they are, it's all them. And what I'm seeing here is also that your future spouse will tell you and they will share with you that it really took them like such a hard journey to be where they are. And I really feel like this person, they have continued and they never gave up. And you know, they felt stuck at one point. They felt like the journey, it's not going anywhere, but they always continued. And for you, this is just something you have so much respect for and you admire about your future spouse so much. And I really feel like it could even be the case that your future spouse, through this hardworking nature of them, has actually achieved at least one big dream or wish in their life. And I'm hearing I'm so mesmerized by your strength, by your determination. So this is very, very interesting. I also see that your future spouse definitely, they, yeah, they were willing to do whatever it took to go where they are right now. You know, I feel like they have definitely failed many, many times, and also they were forced to isolate themselves. They were forced to do things that maybe they didn't want to do, but they had to so they can focus on their work. So for example, maybe this person, they didn't go out at one point in their life, like they didn't go out with their friends for like a very long time because they overworked so much, but it was so important for them that they can achieve this goal they were working towards. And now that they have achieved that, well, they have all the, yeah, they have a lot of time for their friends, right? Because I'm seeing they have received independence and freedom to choose, which has given them even more freedom to, yeah, to share quality time with their friends than maybe in the past. But what I'm seeing here is that this trait that you will love about your future spouse is definitely this, yeah, determination that you see in them when it comes to their career, that no matter what, they are so hardworking and they are definitely not giving up. Absolutely not. This is someone who may also motivate others through their action. There is no doubt about that. And definitely they have gained a lot of financial freedom. I'm seeing here, definitely to a place where they feel like they can choose, where they feel like they don't have to stress about money. And I feel like this was probably one of their biggest goals regarding their career here. So that's very beautiful. I see that, yeah, your favorite trait of your future spouse, my dear, is gonna be, yeah, their incredible determination and hardworking nature when it comes to their goals, when it comes to their dreams, when it comes to their career. And I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna see them, or maybe their work ethics, you're gonna see them as an inspiration, because this person shows that no matter how often you fall, or generally speaking, we fall in life, we always have the opportunity to stand up and try again. And maybe it won't happen in the second, third, or maybe even 10th time, but eventually we may come closer to our goals. And I feel like when you hear their journey, you will see this person has failed more so than maybe anyone you have ever heard about, but they always continued. They never gave up. And this is definitely, yeah, your favorite trait or characteristics regarding your future spouse here. I would like to get you guys one more card. Let's see, for my beautiful pile. One. What else can we get about this? Excuse me, my dear. For my beautiful pile one. All right. And we have the darkness card here. With the darkness oracle card being here, yeah, this is a very beautiful card to get. Okay, look at the illustration. Let me zoom a little bit in. So what we can see here is that it looks like a very dark card, and it literally says darkness, right? It may look a little bit, not necessarily scary, but it looks like maybe something that isn't really bright and isn't really uplifting. However, I don't think you can see it through the camera, through the phone really good, but let me explain it. So through this darkness, there is actually something coming through which is incredibly beautiful, which are all those stars. There are so many stars here glowing and just bright and making this such a magical environment. And we can also see with the moon, there is a lot of darkness here, but we see there is this glowing, shining, light coming through, right? And what I'm seeing here is that it's almost like how important the darkness can be to see the light. And I feel like for your future spouse, those moments in which they struggled were actually the biggest teachers to them. And through, like, they have learned more about their career, about success through the times that they have failed than the times they have succeeded, because through the times they failed, they understood better like how the game worked, and they understood better maybe what not to do or how not to go about things, because we always think that only positive things can teach us something, but most of the time it's actually maybe the darkest times of our life that make our eyes open to things that we may have normally never thought about or never done. You know, like sometimes when a person goes through a very dark time in their life, they also go through a self-reflection period. They would have probably never done this if everything was going well, because there was no need for it. But when you are maybe even sometimes pushed towards a very, very dark time, you may do things you normally don't do. And I feel like it's like this metaphor that we can also apply on this card here, which is all about we need the darkness to see the stars. And this is something you will see in your future spouse as well, that everything about them is so inspiring. And even when they talk about the times they failed through this journey, you're gonna see an appreciation or gratitude they're gonna have for those times, because they weren't wasted. They actually were the most crucial on their journey. So my dear pal one, this is the trait I'm seeing you and it's incredible. I can definitely understand why you feel this way, because your future spouse is someone who definitely pushes through no matter the odds, no matter the circumstance, and it's almost like they are made for success, really. So my dear, this is your favorite trait when it comes to your future spouse. As I already said in the beginning, it's definitely a shorter reading than usual, but I really wanted to focus only on the most favorite one, the most favorite trait. So my dear, as always, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so, so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. As always, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, my dear, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal one, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what is your favorite trait or characteristic when it comes to your future spouse? Let's start straight away. Oh, already saw cards are falling as always. So my dear, let's first start with the tarot cards and let's see. What's your favorite trait? What's happening? All the cards are falling out. For my beautiful pal too, what's your favorite trait when it comes to your future spouse? I'm just gonna focus on one single trait or characteristic, which is, yeah, the most precious to you or the most important to you when it comes to your future spouse. So let's see, for my beautiful pal too, what is your favorite trait when it comes to your future spouse? Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right, so the first card we have is the Ten of Cups. So we're starting off this reading definitely very, very strong. Let's continue. For my beautiful pile 2, what is your favorite trait when it comes to your future spouse? Please, one card. No card wants to come out. Oh, okay. And we have the Three of Cups here. Let's continue, my dear. We have the Eight of Wands. My goodness. The Six of Pentacles. Let's continue. The Wheel card. The Chariot. Let's see. The Six of Cups. And let's get you guys one last card. Oh my goodness. Too many, too many. Only one, please. Okay. And we have another 6. Interesting. So in total, we have 3 6 here. Only the 6 of Swords is missing. So let's see, for my beautiful pile 2, what is your favorite trait or characteristic when it comes to your future spouse? Very simple. This is all about your future spouse and the way they treat other people. Your future spouse and how they are with their family, how they are with their friends. In general, you know, their good nature towards other people. I feel like your future spouse is someone who has a very big heart for others. They definitely have a circle of friends and family which they love, which are important to them. Like, it wouldn't surprise me at all if this person like has to meet their friends or family like at least once a week, maybe for brunch or just to see them, you know, maybe on Saturdays, for example, but they need that. This is a very family-oriented person, and they put friends and family first. They put their loved ones first. And for you, the way, yeah, you know, their warm energy just towards other people and their good nature. Your future spouse is also incredibly generous. You're gonna see how they treat other people, and this is really the most beautiful thing you will see that they have, just their heart and how open and generous their heart is with their love and with the resources they have. I also feel like your future spouse is definitely someone who is very social, like they need interaction with other people. It's just something that recharges them. I mean, I've said this in a previous reading before. Maybe you guys have heard this in one of my readings. If not, don't worry about it. But I've had this energy come through once. Like, I gave the example that, some people, when they interact with a lot of people, they may feel drained and they may feel like just too much for a day, and they may just need a few days to recharge from that, because other people's energy can be very draining and it can really be too much, especially if you're very sensitive to energies around you. But then there are also other people who actually recharge from interaction. Like, they recharge when they can be in a social gathering, in comparison to other people who may feel the complete opposite towards that, who may feel like it drains them. And when it comes to your future spouse, they are definitely someone who gets recharged. This is someone who loves to celebrate. This is someone who loves to get to know new people, to chit chat, just to celebrate life. And I also feel like this is someone who's very, as I said, very warm. Like, it is very easy for someone to open up a conversation with them or connect with them. They're not very closed off, in the sense that it is difficult for them to, or for someone to click with them, or for someone to interact with them. This person is very open to that. Of course, as I said, they have this circle of their loved ones, and they will not just allow anyone to enter that, right? But they're still very open when it comes to interactions. And I feel like, my dear pile 2, your future spouse is, for some reason, someone who people look up to, who people admire, someone who people respect also very, very much. So this person, it could be very involved in the community, for example. They may give a lot to the community, which of course people are very grateful for, and people see how generous they are, how open their heart space is to just share with other people. And this is something others definitely respect them for. And not only when it comes to other people, like strangers or friends, for example, but also when it comes to romantic connections. This is something you will see when it comes to your future spouse, that your future spouse is someone who loves generously. And I feel like for some of you guys, this could be such a healing experience, because maybe sometimes you guys tend to give more than you actually receive in relationships. So for example, if someone watching this has been in a past relationship before, maybe they experienced that in that relationship they were the one who gave more, and the other partner wasn't really giving anything back, or wasn't maybe even that invested as you were. And this is really a huge difference when we talk about this pile, because this pile is all about the generosity when it comes to your future spouse, when it comes to their heart space, and when it comes to their, love, and also their care. So this is your favorite trait when it comes to your future spouse. Let's get you guys an oracle card as well. As I said, this is definitely going to be a shorter reading, but I wanted to only focus on one trait that is the most precious to you. So let's see, for my beautiful pile 1, what is your favorite trait when it comes to your future spouse? What else can we get about it? Okay. And we have the power archetype. Okay, that's interesting. It also is the full moon energy. So your future spouse is definitely coming through here with a lot of force, in a good way, like a lot of power. And I feel like this is the power that they have on other people. So what do I mean with that? We think that we have to move mountains in order to have a influence on other people, but even the smallest of gestures can sometimes move a person's life, or improve a person's day, make their day, right? Even the smallest of things. And I really feel like your future spouse is someone who understands the power that a kind gesture or a kind word can have. And they are definitely very generous when it comes to that. They love to compliment, they love to give, as I said. And also, when we talk about, by the way, love language, I really feel like your future spouse is someone who loves to gift. So maybe their love language is gift giving, or affectionate, like talking and stuff, like maybe even a lot of sweet talking, but they just love to show their affection through that. And they know a single word can be so powerful to someone. And it of course goes both ways, right? Sometimes a word can destroy a person's day, or it can make a person's day. So every word, every action holds so much potential and so much power in it. And your future spouse is definitely aware of it. And you love, that's the thing, you just love how aware they are regarding that, and how calculated they go about this, you know? Like, they would never ever in the moment say something harsh to someone, because they know how powerful this can be in a negative way. So they're very thought through, and they use this power that every one of us has, okay? Maybe not when it comes to the financial things, but we always can either say something that is good or say something that's bad, right? Or do something that's good or do something that's bad. To some extent, that's something that we all have as well, this power. And what I find very interesting is that this power is something that your future spouse uses very thoughtfully. And yeah, I just see that you're very intrigued by that, because there are so many people out there who don't care at all, you know? They just go with their, I guess, emotion, and, you know, they say whatever they want to other people without really thinking about the consequences, without really thinking about what it can do to the other person, mentally, emotionally, maybe even physically. And I just see, once again, this warm and big heart that your future spouse has, that for you is the most precious thing about them. How it's expressed, you know, in so many different ways. And even when we talk about this area of powerful affirmations and stuff, they are so careful when it comes to how they use it, because they want to use it in a very positive way. It wouldn't surprise me at all if your future spouse, maybe in the past, maybe in their childhood, has experienced the complete opposite, and therefore is aware how, yeah, impactful those things can be. Even the most simple words can be. This is all I have for you for today, my dear pal 2. I am not receiving anything more. Please, my dear, feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, and for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. As always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me, and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what's your favorite trait when it comes to your future spouse? Let's start straight away. Oops. For my beautiful pile 3, I don't know why I can't shuffle anymore. I've also said this in the last reading, I think. For my beautiful pal 3, what is your most precious trait when it comes to your future spouse? Let's see. All right. Okay, one card fell. The first card we have is the Strength card, my dear. What is the favorite not favorite trait? What is your favorite trait when it comes to your future spouse? What do you like about them the most? Let's see. We have the Tower card. Okay. Interesting. We have the Five of Swords. Let's see. For my beautiful pile 3. This is very interesting. Yeah, okay. I already received messages here, but let me first get, all right. Let me first get all the cards. We have the Five of Pentacles. Let's see. The Ten of Swords. Wow. All right. For my beautiful pile 3. You guys, I'm so sorry, but the cards, they fall on the floor. Like, why is that? Maybe I need another table. But it's something that actually is happening so much more. All right, and we have the Chariot card. So, for my beautiful pile 3, let me put your card here. What is your favorite trait when it comes to your future spouse? Now, this is a very, very interesting reading, and let me just go straight to the point here. What you admire or what you love about your future spouse the most precious trait that they have, the most precious characteristics that you see in your future spouse is very, very simple. It's their strength. The strength this person has is incredible. Now, let me explain. What do I mean with that? Your future spouse is someone who has gone through a lot of BS in their life, unfortunately. And I mean, of course, this is a part of life, and every human being, goes through their ups and downs. But this person definitely, no matter how old they are, they have gone through some major, intense experiences. Like some experiences that maybe people around them have never gone through. Like, I'm talking here about tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. And it's just so interesting that this person came out of these energies so strong, never ever, like the strength they have gotten from all these experiences is just something, yeah, some people may have never seen. This is such a loyal person. And you guys, like, when you are in a relationship with them, you know that this is the kind of person who will go through whatever comes in your way. This person will be your support no matter what. They have had so many dark times in their life, and I really feel like this person knows how to navigate through them. This is just something that came with experience, and they are also the kind of the kind of partner that will be by your side, Sometimes when things get a little bit difficult, some people may tend to break up with the other person because they just don't want to go through all that, Or maybe they just want to distance themselves from whatever is happening in the other person's life. This is not that kind of person. No matter what storm is in your life, this person will be there holding your hand and even maybe giving you a lot of strength, because this is something they know. This is something that they have gathered power, they've gathered through those experiences. This person is so courageous. I don't feel like a lot of things scare them anymore because they have seen a lot, and this person knows how it feels like to be at the bottom, how it feels like to lose everything, how it feels like to be in such a like negative and stuck energy. But the most beautiful thing about this is that they always push through, and this is how they have gathered the strength. And what is the most admirable and incredible when it comes to this energy is that it almost feels like this person, they don't see those times as completely bad because they see them as lessons in their life. And this is something that is very difficult to say. I mean, not everyone who has gone through very, very bad or tough times may be able to say that, because it's just something that for some people would never ever cross their mind to see the good and the bad, right? But I don't know why I feel like this person is very mature, and I'm not talking here of their age. I'm talking here of the experiences they've made, that have really shaped them. And this is what they choose to do. They choose to look at something bad and still find something positive in it, because maybe for them that's the best way to cope with what happened, or that's the best way to accept what happened, to at least see one thing that could yeah, maybe be worth all the struggle. And I really feel like this is how their mind works when it comes to that. And through this, they've actually adapted a lot of, yeah, traits that actually help them through tough times. And those traits are actually the strength that they have now. And this strength, for sure, is something you've never seen before. No matter what happens in your life, you always know that you can reach out to this person, and this person will help you. They will not leave you in the dark. They will not run away. They will be there for you, and they will help you through that journey. And I feel like maybe this is, yeah, really, really important for you, because it is easy to laugh with other people, right? Or find a partner who you can have a great time with. That's not necessarily that difficult. But what is difficult, to find a partner that actually stays with you, even when things get ugly, who supports you and is there for you, even if a storm is happening in your life, right? And this is what you see in this person, and this is what, yeah, what's like is the most precious trait, or the most beautiful trait that you see in them. It's this incredible strength that they have. And even though the journey towards the strength wasn't the easiest, this person still wouldn't change anything. And this is just mind-blowing. They don't regret the things that happened, because now they look back and they see how all those tower moments have actually shaped them into the person they are today. And once again, it's a choice. This is not something everyone does, right? I mean, if something bad happens, not everyone is gonna search for something good in the negative, but this is something they chose to do for themselves, because it helps them just with moving forward and doing things better in their life, I'm hearing. Let's see. Let's get you guys one more oracle card. As I already said, my dear pal 3, this is gonna definitely be a shorter reading, but I really wanted to focus on just one trait, on the most favorite trait of yours when it comes to your future spouse. So let's see, what else can we get about it? So definitely this extreme strength this person has, that also makes them a great person to have when you yourself go through difficulties. But let's see what else. Oh, too many cards. Too many. Only one, please. Yeah, balance. I really feel like, my dear pile 3, this person is able to ground themselves in the most incredible situations. And like, think of it that way. Think of a tree which is deeper rooted in the soil and the earth, and then around this tree there is this extreme like storm happening, just super super strong, and everything is just, yeah, maybe even being destroyed. But this tree is so strong and so deeply rooted that no amount of storm and, yeah, force can get those roots out of the earth. This is the amount of strength I'm talking about. This is your favorite trait of your future spouse. How powerful they are, how strong they are, and that even if things tend to be the darkest, they still find light, they still find their balance, because this is what they have been, yeah, practicing, really, if you can say that, in the most different like situations, you know. And I really feel like this person is just incredible, and you're gonna see that in them. Those experiences are not what, or those experiences are not all they are. They are so much more than that. However, they chose for themselves to take the best out of the dark and make the best out of it, and this is what they have done. I can't even tell you how much I admire this person. And yes, their strength is unbreakable. Like, you're gonna really see this person as, yeah, as your greatest supporter through, I don't know why I heard like, you know, like wedding, like when people get married, and they say like through health and sickness, through this and that. I don't know why I heard this. So this is literally someone who stands by that, you know? Like when they say they are there for you through good and bad, through sickness and health and stuff like that, they mean it. And you will see that, and you will, yeah, you will, like, I'm seeing you being so grateful for having this person in your life. Absolutely. My beautiful pal 3, this is all I have for you for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so, so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. As always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3, take care, my love.